Hey there beauties, Jaleesa Sharice here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my progress and experience using the Kiehl's Clearly Corrective Dark Spot Solution. If you've been following me on Instagram for a while, you know that about 6 months ago I turned 26 and I experienced the absolute worst hormonal flare-up. I tried so many of my favorite products and it just seemed like nothing was working. Eventually I did try products that helped the flare-up flare down, but unfortunately it left me behind with dark spots. And that's not something that I was really used to, so I would cover up the dark spots with concealer, foundation, whatever I could get my hands on, just so I could feel comfortable in my skin. I don't want to have to do that, didn't want to have to do that, so when Kiehl's came to me to try the dark spot solution, I was really excited because I wanted to show you my progress from start to finish, and that's not something that I always do. So I wanted to show you what my skin looked like from before using the product to after 4 weeks to after 8 weeks. Before I started using the product, my skin had the dark spot scarring and I was just covering that up, like I said, with concealer and foundation. This was something that I wanted to get rid of almost completely, if not completely. And when I did experience the breakouts, I kind of lacked in the appearance and texture department, so my skin wasn't as smooth as it usually is overall. So I wanted to get my skin back on track with appearance and texture. After 4 weeks of using the Clearly Corrective system, I noticed a huge difference from before using the products to week 4. And really after only a week of using the products, I saw a huge difference and my dark spots were already lightening, so I just knew that after 4 weeks I would be blown away. After 8 weeks, which is where I am now of using the Clearly Corrective system, I pretty much don't have those annoying dark spots anymore. Like, I don't have to use a lot of concealer. I feel comfortable with my texture and my appearance, and I am okay with going out without foundation. Like, I am totally fine with that. And as you can see, my skin is so much clearer than it was before using the product to now. Of course, the Clearly Corrective Dark Spot Solution was like the star of my routine, but I also used the rest of the Clearly Corrective collection. So I'm going to go through each step and show you how I use the product as well as my thoughts around them. The first product I used was the Clearly Corrective Brightening and Exfoliating Daily Cleanser. I absolutely love any product that I can exfoliate with and cleanse in the same step. It's like saving time really, and it definitely saves me time in my busy schedule because sometimes I don't remember to exfoliate if that's like an extra step. So it's gentle enough to use morning and night, and I love that I can use it at night because it's helping me get the makeup and the dirt and the impurities out of my pores. So I'm not using a cleanser that's just going to clearly cleanse over all of that, and I can just really pull all of that out every single day to make sure that I don't have any buildup. This has white birch and pearl stone, so it's going to help improve the clarity of the skin while you're exfoliating and cleansing. The next product that I used for step 2 was the Clearly Corrective Brightening and Soothing Treatment Water. Now this has activated sea, white birch, and licorice fruit. And also, I don't know if you guys can see, but it looks a little luminous down here, a little illuminating. That is because it has illuminating minerals in it, and this is going to help with the clarity and the luminosity of the skin. I like to just kind of apply a nice cotton pad full of this, and this is what my cotton pads look like. Apply that all over the skin and then let it dry down before moving on to my next step. The Clearly Corrective Dark Spot Solution has a potent complex of white birch, the activated sea, as well as peony. And a couple of drops of this is just fine. That's all you really need. But this product right here is like amazing. Almost think of it like if you were to face tune your skin and you're trying to like heal the dark spots, or you know, get rid of the dark spots in your photo. This is that without Facetune or Photoshop. As my moisturizer, I use the Clearly Corrective Brightening and Smoothing Moisture Treatment, and this is going to give intense hydration, which is really what I need, especially coming out of winter. My skin typically gets really dry, even though I have combination oily skin during the other parts of the year. So I use this in place of my moisturizer, and it also, aside from the white birch and the activated sea, it has glycolic acid. And because of the ingredients in this product and because it is so strong yet soothing, you're going to want to use an SPF, and that's really important because you want to make sure that you are not regressing instead of progressing. It kind of gives me a super smooth applesauce vibe. Like, that is the texture. It's not like your typical cream texture. And lastly, I use the Super Fluid UV Mineral Defense Broad Spectrum with SPF 50+. I have been kind of upping my SPF because I think at first I was using like 15 and it was like 20 something, and now I am using 50 plus in my products, and I'm seeing that more across skincare and makeup brands, so that is really exciting. More UV protection. This particular product is like a universal tint. And even though it is a universal tint, if you have deeper skin like I do, you might want to make sure that you're only using like a couple of drops, because you don't want to have to slather on too much. I think you just really don't need that much. Maybe like 2 to 3 drops is fine, and just rub it in, and it's great underneath makeup, and you can reapply this during the day. Alright beauty, so that is my full routine using the Kiehl's Clearly Corrective Dark Spot Solution, as well as the rest of the Clearly Corrective system. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. You saw my progress from before using the system to after 4 weeks to after 8 weeks, and that was only 2 months. So imagine what consistent use after 3 and 4 months would do. Like, sounds amazing, right? So if you were interested in trying these products for yourself, head over to Kiehl's.com and check out the system that helped my skin get its groove back. I will see you beauties in my next video. Bye.